Hello everyone. So in this video we will be building this beautiful real estate listing website, and as you can see it has multiple components. It has these beautiful icons that we will surely get from the font awesome. It has this form and its beautiful labels. Apart from that, it has a beautiful footer as well, and this is all completely responsive as well. So if I view this for the mobile devices, then as you can see this is completely responsive. And apart from that, this also has multiple pages. So this properties page, you will learn how to build this beautiful table which is also responsive, and as you can see, yeah, so it is horizontally scrollable. This is how it is. And you will also know how to maintain this loading state, and then you will know how to create this pagination as well. All of this that we are going to do, the data will be static only. So yeah, you will find from the repository, that's no issue. This we will be building with the help of Bootstrap. So let me show you this, the component library, and we will also use the Bootstrap examples as well, so that I will show you how you can just simply copy paste the components and use them in your website. So don't worry if you have not used this before, or if you are very new to this HTML CSS thing. This is going to be a very beginner friendly tutorial. So without further ado, let's get started. So here we are. I will create one index.html, and I will create one style.css, and I will create one script.js, and I will also create one data.js. Alright, so before anything, let me paste the data, and that you will find from my GitHub repository. Alright, so yeah, this is the static data that we are going to have. Obviously, you will not have this on the very first page. Now, I will create one more file called as properties.html. Now here I'll do it like this, and so let's start it with the live server. Open it with the live server. As you can see, and now get started with the Bootstrap. This is how it is. So I will just simply copy and paste this here. As you can see, let me increase the font size as well. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay, so let's see how does it look. The Bootstrap is added. One more thing I will want to add is this, copy link tag, and I will add here. Alright guys, I will copy this, and the same thing will be done here as well. So now let's start building. So let's see what all we have. Here we have a nav bar. Am I going to write the HTML right from the start? No. Now is the time when you will be copying and pasting this stuff, since from the previous tutorials you already know how to build this from scratch. Now you are allowed to copy and paste that. Alright, so I'll click on this navbar, and let's see what all is there. I'll go to this off canvas because this is the one which I like most. I'll copy this, and yeah, I will paste this, but here I will add a class. So container, and I will be modifying as well. So Bootstrap by default has its own configurations. So as you can see, this is our off canvas navbar, and here what I can do is navbar expand, let's say MD. Alright, so it does look like that. And here on this form, I will remove this MT3. Alright, like this. Okay, so this looks fine, and here I will add this properties. Here it will be like, BTN outline success is there, but I will be adding BTN primary. So I have some customizations to do here. So what I will do first, I will be renaming this to test properties. Same here, like this. And as you can see, looks great. So let's keep it like this for now, or maybe like this. Alright, and I want to make changes to the CSS. Okay, so here I will write first for the container, because I want to override the default Bootstrap style. So max width 1920 pixels. How many of you guys have watched a 1920 movie? Just let me know in the comments. And width will be 100% for sure. Now for background primary and BTN primary, background will be, let's say, hashtag A40ABC, this purple type color, and let's set it to important. Alright, like this. Now here you see that changes are not applied. Why? Because we have not imported our CSS file. Link style.css. As you can see, that still does not look good, so I will make more changes. Now you will learn how to write advanced CSS, which is now supported by the modern browsers. .btn primary. Inside of this, the border color will be, like not exactly the same. A little bit of difference will be there. Like this, the border color will be here. Now, and over. Look at this. Now you no longer need the sass. If you know how to work with sass, you will know that this is only happens in this sass, but not here. But now those features are available here as well. And focus, basically the same thing I will be applying here. Focus and active, same thing. Alright guys, like this. And I have to add the important tag here as well. Important. Alright, so our nav bar is now ready. Congratulations on building the first component, the Bootstrap. Alright, so yeah, a few more customizations I will do, which will be useful later in this video. So just keep following me. Don't worry if you do not understand what I'm doing. Color will be this, and important dot text bg primary, and here background this, and color will be white. Alright, now for this form control, as you can see, this comes like bluish. I don't want that bluish thing. So what I will do for form control and focus, box shadow will be 0.25 rem, and hashtag this, but the opacity will be low. Okay, like this, and the border color will be this. Now look at that, guys. This looks much better and aligned with the theme of our page. Okay, so one more thing, if you have any icons, so let's add that icon customization as well. Color will be the same thing only. The customization for this landing page is done. For the properties page, what to do, I will show you later on. Alright, so yeah, the navbar is now ready, and now we will start building this section. In order to build this component, I will go to the examples, and in these examples, I will go to this heroes, and I will be copying this. How to copy that? So this one, I will be right clicking and copy outer HTML, and I will be pasting it here. And for now I don't need any kind of image, so let's remove it. As you can see, this one, and let's simply change our class to text primary and write like anything, the best luxurious properties, LUXURIOUS. Here we will have that get started, and here we have no more. Okay, now from this font awesome, here in the icons, here as you see arrow right, so I'll click on this arrow right because I want to copy it. Here I will add it, and I'll search for more arrows. I'll search for the free ones only, and let's scroll this one, angles right. So this I will be inserting here, as you can see. And one more thing which I want to do is that BG light. So here it is. This looks like this. Here it is saying BG body tertiary. I'll say BG white only. So yeah, should be a bit separated. Now looks much better. PX4, should we really add it? Anyway, add it only. It's better this way. Alright, So yeah, this is how you build this component here. And now what I will do is that I will be adding this to the navbar. I forgot to do this, but no issues. So test properties I will remove from here. I will remove from here. And what I will do is that I will be adding that icon from the font also. So here it will be same only, but we do need to make changes here in this logo. So here I will add IFA solid FA building, and neighbor brand it is FS5, and text PG primary, and PTN and PG gradient. Now look at that. This looks much better now. So this upper section is done, and now let's build this thing. So for this component, I will again go to the examples. Now here if you see, you won't find those examples, so no. I want this features, feature title, feature title, feature title. So I want this one actually. Let's expand this main and this one. Copy outer HTML. I'll paste here. And then let's change that heading. Everything neat. And here you can see. Okay. This is not coming. That's not an issue. So first let's change this. I tag FA solid FA chevron, right? Okay, like this. This is one thing. And one more change you can do is here, instead of having an icon link, or maybe you can set this to text decoration none, like this. The same thing we can do here as well. Same thing we can do here as well, like this. What about these icons? Here you don't have icons, but if you plan to add, then that's up to you. So yeah, I will teach you how to add icons in this section, so that you don't worry. So here let's ignore these icons as of now. Let's remove this, remove, and let's change the headings. A luxurious apartment. You can add it like here, or you can add like this, or maybe something else here. And let's see how does it look. Looks really great. Alright, so this section, is it responsive? Yes, it is indeed. It's all responsive, guys. It's all completely responsive. So yeah, don't worry because Bootstrap provides you responsiveness out of the box. Alright, this section is now done. Now moving on to this facilities section where you will learn how to render these kind of icons inside the button, and you'll be using this button, that no more thing. You will use this get started button but change this icon and text only. Okay, so yeah, let's get started with building this component. So for this, let's again go to that examples thing. Which one should I use now? This one I'm going to use. Inspect, copy outer HTML, and like this, and here. But this looks really weird. Now I will be removing this, removing this here, removing this here, removing this as well. Icons removed, but how I'm going to add those icons? Let me show you how. So instead of like this, I will simply remove this SVG, and here what I will do is that I will add a font awesome icon. Okay, so let's say I class FA solid and FA hospital. Again, looks weird, obviously. Width will be 25 and P will be 2, is heading 2. Now looks good. Okay, this is the hospital one. Now let's add here. Here it will be for the water supply, and for water supply what we are going to have is faucet trip. Again, I did not memorize these icons, I just have practice. You can simply go and copy from here, so that's not an issue. This one is for electricity. For electricity what I'm going to have is plug circle, and at the very first will be the security. Like this. Here in this primary button I will be adding a text called as no more. So we did not need to reuse that button from the hero section, like I was saying. That's really good. I tag, FA, solid, and FA, angles, right. Okay, so this looks really good now. Here, facilities. Let's change the text. get all the facilities you need. The reason I'm doing this text change is, you might be thinking this is so basic, but the reason I'm doing this is that so that you do not forget it, and when you want to show it to the recruiters, this looks really, really professional. All right. So don't forget to alter the content as soon as you finish making this project. All right. This section is also done, and now we will be building this beautiful section. Okay. So yeah, this image I will be copying from Pexel's website, so that you can also copy your own image, so that's not an issue. Yeah, so let's start building this component now. Now let's look at a different example for this kind of component. Like it is not present here, so can I check the hero section again? This one. Copy outer HTML, and I will paste here. This one. And for this image, I am going to take the image from the pixels. Okay, but you can take whatever image you want. So that's up to you guys. Okay. This time, you might be thinking I did not provide any kind of, that assets. So you see, I was not really interested in that thing. Text primary. What I'm going to show here is that, 10,000 plus properties sold till now, or so far. No more and get yours. So the no more button we can copy from here, and this get yours. And let's check. Yeah, like this. Okay, so this is all good. And is this responsive? Yes, it is. So as I said already, that Bootstrap components are already responsive. You don't need to do anything. I mean, literally, you don't need to do anything. And see how beautiful your website looks when you build with Bootstrap. Now you got this component as well, and the next, let us build this component. So this component can be found inside the heroes section only, hopefully. Yeah, this one. Copy outer HTML. And what is the interested? This. So yeah, this is what I will be pasting it. And as you can see, looks really nice. Look how smooth transition is in this label. Look at this case. Yeah. Alright, and now let's build the footer. So for the footer section, this footer, Here I will copy this one, copy outer HTML, like this. So here it looks like this. I just need to change the background of it. So what I will do is simply bg secondary subtitle. Okay, and as you can see, our footer is ready. So here the content you can insert yourself. Okay, that job I leave on you. Okay, and what I want to do is, instead of having container class and body itself, let's have it, like individually. Like this. So the footer is ready. Here you can add content according to yourself. That job I leave on you now. I have my content ready here. So this you can alter and insert here. All right. So this page is done, and now we will be starting to build our properties page. And guys, this matters the most because here you will learn how to handle the state, like loading state, and you will learn how to implement pagination as well, so that you can render large amounts of data on the website, and you will learn how to build this responsive bootstrap table as well. Okay, so let's get started with this properties.html file. For this properties.html, what I have done is that I have copied the navbar and the footer section. I have imported these two scripts. Okay, and if you look at this data, so we have this data. Okay, there's nothing in the script absolutely. Okay, so I copied this and added all the required links and CDNs, and I linked the CSS file as well. Now let's start adding some code. So section dot container, and here h1 dot xprimary dot fw bold dot fs1 dot xcenter, like this. And there is a mistake here, and what I could do is that I would wrap this inside a p tag, like this. Okay. Now you will be adding that responsive table. How are we going to do that? I will show you. Inside this section only, dot table responsive, and let's give some margin as well. So whenever you wrap a bootstrap table with this table responsive thing, you make your table responsive. So I will go to the table, so content, and here you have tables. Copy this and paste it here. Here I will add one ID, prop head, and I will also add an ID here, ID prop list. Okay, now I want to add a loading indicator as well, so let's build that. Hashtag loading dot width will be 100 dot margin y will be 5, and just for content center, and here I will add the spinner. So where is a spinner? Spin bowler. How many of you are interested in cricket? Let me know in the comments. Huh. Here. Oh man, that's really bad. But no worries. We are going to fix it all. Go to the pagination and let's copy this. Pagination is here. Sorry, this one. All right. So yeah. Now for this pagination, what I'm going to do is just for content center, and ID will be list underscore pagination. That's the skeleton ready, and now we will start adding the script. Alright, so first let us insert the headings. Const prop height equals to document.query selector hashtag prop height. Alright, const prop list equals to like this, and loading indicator this one, and at last here will be list pagination. Okay, so first I want to insert the headings. So prop head dot inner html equals to object dot keys real estate properties 0 dot map, and here will be the key, and here you will add ph. Scope will be the column, and here ph key dot to uppercase like this, and in order to remove this comma, dot join like this. So we have our headings ready, and now what I'll do is I will be creating some variables for pagination. Const items per page equals to, let's say, 5, and let current page equals to, let's say, 1, and const total pages, this is important, match dot seal, and items per page like this, guys. Okay, now I'll create a function to render the list, and page, let's say, equals to 1, And for the loading state, I will create another function, and that will handle the loading state. Function set loading state is loading. Loading indicator dot style dot display is loading, then display will be flex, otherwise it will be none. And prop list dot style dot display plus 2 is loading. If it is loading, then we will not display, otherwise let's add a class name table row group, for future reference if we really want it. As of now, currently we don't need it, but let's add it like this. Now what I'll do is that initially I will set it to true. Okay, so const start will be you know page -1, and that will be multiplied by items per page. Okay, so it can be on the 0th index. Const end equals to page multiplied by items per page. Now set timeout, let's say 2 seconds. Prop list dot inner HTML equals to real estate properties. Start and end. Now dot map item. Here what I will have, I'll show you. So here you have a table, just okay, I need to insert this ID here. Just copy this, paste it here, and let's fix some alignment. Alright, and now we want to print everything. So instead of printing one by one, what I will do is object dot keys item dot map key, and here td here like this, item key like this, and dot join like this, and here also dot join like this, and below this I will set loading state to false. Now here render list 1. Okay, as you can see, the functionality is working, guys. So what I will do is that one more thing, class is that key equals to price, then text will be success, otherwise will be none, like this. Again Here I will insert the dollar sign like this. Okay, so yeah, this is our rendering part. But what about the pagination? So for the pagination, I will create another function. Okay, guys, function update pagination, and here what I'll do is that currently pagination dot inner HTML set to nothing, initially set to nothing. Now we'll add a previous button dot inner HTML plus equals to the previous button, which I will be taking from here. Okay, and one more thing I want to do is that before doing anything, I want to create one change page function which I will be adding here. Okay, so function change page. So if let's say page is less than 1 or page is greater than total pages, then return nothing. Current page equals to page, we will set render list with this page and update the pagination as well. And why did I do that is because you will see on click change page, current page plus 1. No, not plus 1, it will be minus 1 actually. Alright, now for the next button, and one more thing I forgot, update pagination should be called at initial load as well, as you can see here. If I click on this, so the pagination is currently working, but now you want to add the numbers as well, which is the most important part. What I will do, I will add a for loop. Let I equals to 1. I is less than or equal to total pages I plus plus. Hey wait, what's happening? Yeah, and pagination dot inner HTML plus equals to, let's take something from here. Okay. So at the very first I and the click handler, which I will copy from here. Alright, Now I need to add a condition to disable as well. How can I do that? So here I will add that condition that if current page triple equals to I, then disabled current page is I, then it will be active, otherwise nothing. I need to add a disabled condition on that previous and next buttons. Basically for this previous and next buttons, here if it is 1, then it is disabled, and here if it is total pages, then it will disable. I click on this, so it should be disabled, and if I click on this, now as you can see the pagination is also ready now. Okay, just need to alter some styles. So I'll go to the style.css, and what I'll do is that for active class, inside of that dot, if there is page link, or dot page link and dot active, what I will do is background important, border color like this only, color will be white. Okay, dot page link color important like this, as you can see guys. So finally our website is ready. Here you can see we built this entire landing page. Now we built this, and is this responsive? Of course it is. Why it isn't? It will be. See, and you see here as well, it is responsive. Margin padding you can add on your own. I just wanted to show you the functionality. So alright guys, that's it from the video. You'll get the source code in the link in the description. Alright, so meet you in the next video. Bye.